A seemingly ordinary hunt quickly turns into a nightmare when the prey no longer fears but instead turns back to attack. Who is the real hunter? These ferocious wild boars possess incredible strength and speed, showing no fear of humans. This beast can make us pay a hefty price. In the heart of the dense forest, can we escape the grasp of this new predator? Stay tuned until the end of the video to witness a showdown filled with tension in every second. Wild boars are a common invasive species in Russia, particularly in the Far East. With an average weight of 90 to 200 kilograms, some individuals even weigh over 400 kilograms. They cause severe damage to agriculture, destroying crops and increasing the cost of crop protection. Globally, wild boars cause approximately $1.5 billion in economic losses each year. Furthermore, they negatively impact ecosystems and act as a vector for diseases that can affect both animals and humans. The real hunt begins. This is the time when wild boars emerge from their hiding spots to forage, and we are ready to intercept them. The vehicle speeds through vast fields, while the road ahead narrows into dirt paths, surrounded by barren trees, standing stark against the twilight. Without wasting time, our eyes scan the surroundings, and then, right on the edge of the field, a herd of wild boars appears. Their shaggy, filthy coats are not only unsightly, but also a potential source of disease. As soon as they notice us, they grow wary, ready to flee at any moment. But before they can escape, a series of gunshots ring out, sealing their fate. A few boars, struck by bullets, writhe helplessly on the dry ground, struggling in vain as if begging for their lives. Some manage to dash into the forest, but we won't let a single one get away. We climb higher, maneuvering over jagged rocks. The surrounding silence is suffocating. Only the sound of our heavy breathing and the faint rustling of the trees in the wind remains. Fatigue begins to creep in. We cannot give up. We cannot let the prey slip away. Suddenly, the frenzied barking of our hunting dogs shatters the stillness, signaling that the target is dangerously close. The team instantly sharpens their focus, fingers tightening on the triggers. There it is. I waste no time. It doesn't get away. The wild boar collapses on the spot. A perfect ending to this heart-pounding hunt. After a night of rest, we regain our strength and push deeper into the nearby forest. As soon as we arrive, the dogs erupt into frantic barking, a clear sign that the prey is near. Everyone holds their breath, scanning through the thick foliage. Aside from the dogs, an eerie silence blankets the forest. The quiet is suddenly torn apart as a massive shadow charges forward. I instantly raise my gun, summoning every ounce of composure and skill I have. One precise shot. The bullet pierces straight into the head of a 60 kilograms wild boar. It staggers for a moment before collapsing onto the ground. Its coarse, dust-covered fur is now still, its powerful body motionless as its final breath fades away. Before us lies a breathtaking natural landscape. Endless green fields stretch as far as the eye can see, with towering mountains casting their shadows against the deep blue sky, a picture of serenity and beauty. But beneath this tranquility lurks a menace. Wild boars running rampant, destroying crops and endangering livelihoods. Not only our hunting team, but many other groups have also gathered, determined to protect this land from the invasive beasts. After careful observation, I choose my spot beside a bush, tense with anticipation. It has arrived. I fire immediately, but the massive beast is faster than expected. It bolts with astonishing speed, forcing me to fire again and again. Only after the fifth or sixth shot does it finally collapse. But there is no time to rest. Our hunting dogs have already located another target. I quickly reposition myself to intercept it. This time, there's no escape. One decisive shot, and it's over. In less than 10 minutes, 2 more full-grown wild boars are taken down. A triumphant hunt, marking yet another victory in our relentless battle against the invaders of the wild. Noticing the herd's escape route, I sprint toward the hilltop, racing against time. My breath comes fast and hard in the eerie silence, heightening the tension to its peak. And there it is. The wild boar freezes in panic as it spots me. Its wild eyes flash with fear as the cold muzzle of my gun locks onto it. But by then, it is already too late. At the end of our expedition, the rewards were substantial. However, given the destruction they have caused, this battle is far from over. In the fruit gardens of Morocco, wild boars are still lurking and waiting for the opportunity to destroy. A new crop season is about to begin. Farmers need to quickly drive wild boars out of the growing area. Determined to protect their crops, today farmers will begin a campaign to sweep away wild boars. Let's follow the intense battle that will take place today. Wild boars are increasing in number and have become a major threat to farmers' fields. They often invade orange groves, dig up and destroy the soil, and eat crops. The damage caused by wild boars not only reduces productivity, but also directly affects farmers' income, making their lives more difficult. The increase in wild boars puts great pressure on farmers, forcing them to find ways to protect their crops. One of the urgent solutions is to organize hunting or chase pigs away from the growing area. Our mission today was to search the orange groves to exterminate these uninvited guests. After a long search, we finally found a wild boar. It rushed out of the dense grass under the pressure of the hunting dogs. Immediately, a clean, decisive gunshot rang out. Everything happened so fast, the wild boar was brought down on the spot. The excitement was evident from the hunting dogs. We then continued our ambush in the dense orchard. The hunting dogs sniffed the scent of the wild boar and barked loudly. In just a moment, the wild boar was pressured and forced to rush out of its hiding place. As soon as it passed by, gunshots rang out regularly. But it was only when I faced it directly that I was able to shoot accurately and take it down. The other wild boars were also running away in panic, but we persisted in ambushing and took them down one by one. Everything went very smoothly. We did not let them escape. The wild boar hunt was thrilling and dramatic. The wild boars hid in the thick grass, forcing us to concentrate, looking for even the smallest traces. As soon as their silhouettes appeared, shots would immediately ring out. However, their incredible agility made aiming extremely difficult. After several missed shots, luck finally smiled on me. A wild boar was hit and fell in the middle of the wilderness. The others immediately disappeared into the thick grass, but we were not discouraged. With great determination, the group quickly followed the trail, not letting the prey escape our grasp. My dog barked loudly and enthusiastically, signaling that it had discovered the boar's hiding place. As expected, the boar suddenly rushed out of the grass, and immediately a sharp gunshot rang out. A perfect shot. The boar collapsed on the spot. The chase was not over yet. Following the dog's barking, we continued to move deeper into the dense bushes. Suddenly, another wild boar rushed across the trail at a terrifying speed, but it could not escape the decisive fatal shot. The process of hunting wild boars to protect the fields was not easy, but we still tried to complete the mission. While searching for wild boars, a wild boar suddenly jumped into the small river, intending to swim to the other side to escape. To avoid that, I fired several shots in succession. At this distance, the wild boar had absolutely no chance of escaping. So we got our next trophy. From my ambush position, I spotted a wild boar running past. It disappeared behind the bushes in a flash. But after a long search, I finally found the wild boar on the other side of the small stream. I took careful aim and shot the wild boar, letting out a piercing scream before it was completely killed. After that, I continued to chase other targets. The barking of dogs echoed from afar, making the atmosphere more tense and dramatic. Occasionally, the silhouettes of wild boars would appear, so we had to concentrate to be able to shoot accurately. With my shooting technique, I was able to take down quite a few targets, which was really not a bad result. Along the stream, we tried not to miss any targets. It was difficult to hit such fast-moving targets, but these efforts were not in vain, because as long as I focused, I was still able to take down the wild boar. Next to the orange orchards, wild boars appeared more frequently. We followed each target closely and waited for the most favorable moment to shoot. A wild boar rushed across the road, but was shot down by me with 2 shots. But the frequency of wild boars appearing was increasing. We also raised our vigilance, ready to shoot when the target appeared. As a result of our efforts, we destroyed many wild boars in the fruit orchards,